Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Linda Vaden-Goad, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Framingham State University. It is wonderful to have you here today for the university's 2018 graduate commencement ceremony. If you're not already standing, please rise for the presentation of the colors, followed by the national anthem sung by our very own Inessa Brunell, a member of the class of 2019. The colors are being presented by members of the Assabet Valley Regional Technical High School Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wheeled at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You may You may be seated. At this time, the university would like to recognize all the veterans and current members of the military in the audience. Would you please rise? Thank you. Our graduate students represent a tremendous collection of brain power, talent, and perseverance. All those nights without dinner and sleep have paid off. I welcome all family members and friends of those about to graduate whose support and encouragement have greatly contributed to their success. I also want to extend a warm welcome to the many faculty here today who have shared their knowledge, time, and expertise with our students to help make this day possible. A special thank you to the graduate and continuing education staff for supporting our students throughout their education and for helping make today's celebration a success. It is my pleasure to now introduce Dr. Javier Ceballos, President of Framingham State University.
Good afternoon, and welcome, parents, family, and friends of those about to graduate. Welcome, dedicated faculty, trustees, alumni, and honored guests. Most importantly, welcome, graduates, and congratulations. You should feel very proud of yourselves. Yeah, absolutely. Give yourself a round. You should feel very proud for making it to this day. You have earned an advanced degree while balancing the responsibilities of work and family, and for that, you are to be commended. To begin the ceremony, I will ask everyone to join me in a brief moment of silent reflection to give thanks for everything you have accomplished, for the support of guidance of family, friends, faculty, and staff, and to honor those who are no longer with us. Thank you. Today, we acknowledge you for becoming masters, possessing a command of a body of knowledge that few people can lay claim to. As a result of the hard work, all of our graduates this afternoon have deepened their knowledge, strengthened their analytical and communication skills, demonstrated a commitment to lifelong learning, and taken an important step in separating themselves from the field in an increasingly competitive job market. Learning is not a solitary endeavor. The accomplishments to which all of you lay claim today are the product of some very significant collaborations, especially with your faculty and with family and friends. So graduates, I want to ask you to please rise and join me in a gesture of thanks to the faculty, to the staff, and to your families and the significant people in your lives who have helped you achieve this moment. Please rise and thank them. Please be seated. Framingham State has come a very long way since our founding by Horace Mann in 1839 as the nation's first public college for the education of teachers. Not only is FSU one of the leading public institutions in the region, we are also educating master's students at international locations around the world. It is a wonderful reminder that the work that we do has a global impact. I welcome the international students who travel many miles to be here with us today. I look forward to celebrating this day with all of you and your families and friends, as well as with our graduate faculty and staff. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of our senior leadership team at the university. Executive Vice President, Dr. Dale Hamill. Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Linda Vaden-Goad. Vice President for Enrollment and Student Development, Dr. Loretta Holloway. Chief Officer of Diversity, Inclusion, and Community Engagement, Ms. Millie Gonzalez. Ms. Ann McDonald, Chief of Staff and General Counsel. And Mr. Eric Gustafson, Vice President of Development and Alumni Relations. I would also like to welcome all the FSU alumni with us this afternoon. Finally, our volunteer board of trustees is committed to ensuring that Framingham State remains a thriving academic institution. I would like to quickly recognize the trustees with us this afternoon. Mr. Mike Greeley, Mr. Anthony Hubbard, Mr. Chair of the Board of Trustees, Dick Logan, who at this time I would like to come here and speak with you and say a few words.
Good afternoon, and thank you, President Cevallos. It's a great honor for me to be here, both as a trustee and a proud graduate of Framingham State University, to represent the entire Board of Trustees and congratulate this afternoon's graduates. We know that you have worked very hard to earn your degree, and you should be very proud of this accomplishment. All of us on the Board of Trustees are from the local business and professional community and are dedicated to advancing the vast opportunities offered by the university to our students. We assist President Cevallos and his leadership team to improve, develop, and strengthen Framingham State University. Like all of higher education, FSU is facing some challenging demographic trends moving forward. But we have managed our resources well and are poised to thrive well into the future, providing the best possible level of education and campus experience to our students, and that is our highest priority. The trustees and President Cevallos have made and will continue to make decisions to move the FSU campus forward based upon the confidence we have in the future of this university and its students and its graduates. With the incredible faculty and staff here at Framingham State and all the new initiatives that have been and will be undertaken, we should all be optimistic about the future of this fine university. Graduates, I hope that you will take time to reflect on all you have accomplished. This has not been easy, I'm sure. I was there once. I know what it's like. On behalf of all the trustees, congratulations and good luck to you as you move forward into the next phase of your lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Logan. At this time, it is my great honor to introduce this afternoon's commencement speaker, Massachusetts Commissioner of Higher Education, Dr. Carlos Santiago. Appointed by Governor Baker in 2015, Commissioner Santiago is responsible for providing overall direction to the public higher education in Massachusetts and helping shape state-level policies that maximize the benefits of higher education to the Commonwealth and its citizens. During his tenure, Commissioner Santiago has sharpened the Department of Higher Education focus on closing achievement gaps among low-income and minority students. He has streamlined academic transfer pathways, giving students better options to transfer from community colleges into the state university or UMass system, and he has worked to overhaul remedial education with sweeping changes that have helped more students graduate with degrees and certificates of value. Commissioner Santiago has over 30 years of experience in public higher education, with past academic appointments that included serving as Chancellor of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and Chief Operating Officers at SUNY Albany. Commissioner Santiago has authored or co-authored 6 books and published dozens of articles and book reviews focused on economic development and the changing socioeconomic status of Latinos in the United States. He has twice been named one of the 100 most influential Hispanics in the United States by Hispanic Business Magazine. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming my friend, Commissioner Carlos Santiago.
Thank you, President Ceballos. It's a pleasure to be here with you today, and a couple thoughts come to mind as I look out at this wonderful filled auditorium, air-conditioned, and it's very clear the numbers of people that have helped these graduates come forward. It is, you should be all quite proud. Another thought that comes to mind is there will be probably some traffic jams on the way out. I suspect the roads will be a little congested, but that's good. President Ceballos, Chair Logan, Provost Fadengode, faculty, staff, graduates, and their families. Thank you for the invitation to celebrate the academic accomplishments of your graduate students. I bring you greetings and congratulations on behalf of Governor Charlie Baker, Secretary of Education James Pizer, Board of Higher Education Chair Chris Gabrielli, and all the members of the Massachusetts Board of Higher Education. We are here to celebrate your academic success, and I am here to highlight the implications of what you have just accomplished. I want to underscore what this means for you, and yes, what this means for the future of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, for your children, and for your children's children. When I first inquired what I should speak about, I was told, and I will quote, "I think students want something inspirational about getting their graduate degrees and their next steps. Maybe something from your own life. They want to know that their hard work and money spent will make a difference to their communities and to their families." Oh, and by the way, you have 10 minutes. So I will do my best. I am much more reluctant to talk about my own educational trajectory than about the implications of your educational achievement and what it means to the Commonwealth. So let's see if I can interweave the two, because I think while my education reflected the reality of a different generation, your own individual stories are likely not that far removed from my own. First, I was not a very good high school student. I got a few B's, mostly B's. I wasn't challenged in high school. I moved a lot. My father was in the military. Though he's passed away, he's one of the few veterans that served in 3 major conflicts: World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War. So we traveled often. I left the island of Puerto Rico at the age of 3. And between that age, between 3 and 18, we moved 8 times, including a short stint at Fort Devens, Massachusetts, where my youngest brother was born. But I was fortunate. My parents had college degrees. My father took advantage of the GI Bill after he got out of the Second World War, and he went to college. He was raised by my grandmother, single mother. His father was a police officer who passed away when he was 3 in a car accident. My mother was a brilliant student. She obtained a scholarship at the time the University of Puerto Rico was growing, and she was one of the first students to get a scholarship to study there. So I was very fortunate. I had those in my family that had a college degree and could help me navigate that path. For me, it was never a question of whether I was going to college. It was where I was going to college. And as I said, I wasn't the greatest student. In fact, this was the rebellious late 60s, early 70s, where some of us, like myself, in our college application, when it said, what do you want to be in the future? What's your lifelong goal? I put, and this is true, I put truck driver. I want to drive these big rigs. So college was not something that I personally thought was something I was really interested in doing. Interestingly enough, I wanted to leave the island and study abroad, that is, the United States. Only one institution admitted me, I have to admit. My first semester, and my parents wanted me to be a doctor. Not a doctorate in philosophy, a doctor. To them, a real doctor was a physician. But it was pretty clear to me in my first semester of college as an undergraduate, I hated biology and chemistry. The only C I got in college was a C in my first semester in organic chemistry. So that was not where I was destined to go. But the second semester in college, I took a course in a discipline I knew nothing about, and I fell in love. It was the discipline of economics. And at this point, I could do a lot of economist jokes. I'll just do one. When you have 2 economists in a room, you have 3 opinions on everything. But I fell in love with the academy. To me, and I worked in the library 20 hours a week, to me, libraries were cathedrals. It was a place of learning. It was a place where, it was a magical place of books. And I read a lot. And I loved philosophy. And I loved psychology. And I loved art history. And there was a book that I read as an undergraduate by Isaac Asimov, the Foundation Trilogy. And the Foundation Trilogy, science fiction, basically said that economists could be social historians, and if they only acted like physicists, they could decide, they could predict social behavior. Well, I've given up on that. But I do believe that it is an increasing, continues to be an important profession, and certainly for me. And I went back and did a 2 master's degree, finished my doctorate, and I was at Cornell when I was finishing my doctorate, and I wanted to go back to the island. By that time, I was married, I had 2 young children, and I was ready to go back to my home and my family. And I called the former director of the economics department, and I said, I'm done. I've got a PhD in hand. There were very few Puerto Rican economists at the time. And I said, I'm ready to go home. And I'll quote, although he said it in Spanish, I'll quote it in English. He said, we'd love to have you. We really would. But the problem is there are no jobs available in the university because no one has passed away. And that's how it was. That changed my future. I packed my family. We went to Detroit, Michigan, where I took my first academic appointment at Wayne State University and started a career in the academy and went up the ranks from assistant professor to full professor, from department chair to provost to chancellor. And at the end, I will tell you a brief story about when I arrived in Milwaukee as chancellor. So, to me, the academy has been everything. It has molded me, but my contemporary position allows me to really do something that exemplifies the reason why I chose this profession. The reason why I chose this profession was for the students. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to provide opportunities for students all along. And that's why I'm here in Massachusetts. So, why is this important to me? Why is this important to you? Why is this important to the Commonwealth? Well, first off, as Chair Logan mentioned, we are in a demographic change, dramatic demographic change in this country. We are becoming, by the day, more diverse than ever before. Our population is changing. And in New England, population is declining. We do have some growth, which I'll talk about, but we are declining. Let me give you some numbers. And let me give you racial and ethnic numbers. Between 2003 and 2017, the white population in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts that were in high school, the high school population declined by 28,516 students. Our high school population is declining dramatically. Our college-going population is declining dramatically. There was growth. In particular, Latinos grew by 23,779 over that same period of time. Asian Americans, African Americans also showed growth. Overall, the net growth over those 14 years was 9,524 additional people. At least we're growing. Some states are not. Maine is moving in the opposite direction. So is Connecticut. Why is this important for the education state? It is important because our innovation economy is fueled by people. It's brain, not brawn, that fuels our economy. Our standard of living, we are the most educated population in the nation, the most educated state in the nation. We are blessed with among the best universities and colleges on the planet, public and private. Over 50% of our population has a college degree. That's totally different from other places in other states. That is our advantage. That is our future. But with the demographic decline, and I need to add to the fact that fertility rates plummeted to lower levels than they were in 30 years, we are also facing a retirement. The baby boomers like myself, 600,000 of us, the most educated component of this population, is retiring in the next 10 years. Massachusetts is changing. How do we thrive in this particular environment? How do we make sure that the future generations in Massachusetts continue to thrive as well? And we are faced with challenges. The demographic decline is now playing out in the demise of public and private institutions in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. We saw it last week, or the last couple of weeks, with Mount Ida, the closure of a private institution. But what people don't know is that over the last 5 years, we have had 15 Mount Idas. 15 institutions have either closed or merged in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. You don't hear about them because they were done correctly, and the students came first for those other institutions. So, you have taken the first steps towards lifelong learning. You will be learning, you will be changing careers, you will be changing occupations. Massachusetts needs you. Our future relies on your expertise, on your innovation, on the things that you do for your communities and your societies. Now that story that I promised to tell when I became, and it's really a story about the power of higher education. When I became chancellor at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, if you know, Milwaukee's a beer town. Always was a beer town. And my grandfather, on my mother's side, in Puerto Rico, worked for a beer called Corona. Now, this is not the same beer that comes out of Guadalajara. The beer in Mexico bought the name Corona from the factory in Puerto Rico that was closing. And the reason why that factory was closing is that beer imports, Schaefer and Schlitz, were flooding the island and undercutting the local beer industry. And my grandfather was forced to retire. He was a loading dock foreman, and he was forced to retire because Milwaukee beer imports basically drove his, the firm he worked for out of business. So when I go to Milwaukee, I realize that that's the power of higher education. And I would tell students, the power is that the grandson of a loading dock foreman who lost his job because of Milwaukee imports could go to that city as the city's chancellor of its largest university. That's what higher education can do. And though that was my experience, I know that each and every one of you, each and every one of the students in front of us, have similar stories. And this opportunity that your parents and your friends and your loved ones have provided you is something that you always need to cherish. And as a citizen of the state of Massachusetts, we really want you to do well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Commissioner Santiago. Framingham State University confers honorary degrees on those who have made special contributions throughout their lives. Recipients generally fall into two categories. First, people who have been closely associated with the university, its students, faculty, or alumni. And second, people who have made outstanding contributions to education, to our community, and to humanity. Today, we are honored to present an honorary degree to Commissioner Carlos Santiago. The honorary degree will be conferred by Dick Logan, Chair of the Board of Trustees. So if you please come over. Trustee Logan, I present to you Carlos Santiago to receive the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa.
To all who may read this, greetings. Hereby it is certified that the trustees of Framingham State University, in whom the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the Department of Higher Education, by legislative action, have vested power to confer appropriate degrees, have this day conferred on Carlos Santiago the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa.
Thank you. We now have reached the point in the program when we will officially award the degrees, and I would like to introduce Dr. Yasser Najjar, Dean of Graduate Studies. It is Dr. Najjar and his excellent professional staff and faculty who have assisted our graduates in earning these degrees that we celebrate today. Please join me in extending our appreciation to them for their good work. President Ceballos will certify the degrees, and they will be conferred by Trustee Dick Logan. Will all the students receiving master's degrees please stand?
Trustee Logan, it is an honor to present the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Healthcare Administration, Master of Human Resource Management, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science, or Master of Science in Nursing at Framingham State University for the conferral of the degrees. These individuals have met the appropriate requirements for the degree programs as prescribed by the faculty and the registrar and are entitled to all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
Once again, by the power and the authority vested in me by the Massachusetts Department of Higher Education and the Board of Trustees of Framingham State University, I hereby confer upon you the appropriate master's degrees and enter you all into its attendant rights and privileges. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Yasin Najjar, Dean of Graduate Studies. It is my honor to read the names of our master's degree graduates this afternoon. Our graduate program coordinators and faculty will be assisting our academic deans in the hooding of each graduates. Now, before I read the names, 2 quick points. Number one, this is the first time we have the commencement in Worcester, which is my hometown. And the second point, it's during the month of Ramadan, so I'm already thirsty. Therefore, I will have the right to read your names in a Worcester Arabic accent. From the College of Arts and Humanities, receiving the Master of Science degree, concentration in merchandising, hooded by Dr. Irene Foster, coordinator. Fernando Jose Ararat Coronel. You face back. Just you proceed to that side. Emily Catherine Hess. From the College of Business, receiving the Master of Business Administration degree, concentration in management, hooded by Dr. Steve Moisey, director. Valentina Bilov. Lisa H. Golden. Oyen Hai Hang. Timothy Michael Conzi. Alexander Konstantinovsky. Elizabeth Ann McGowan. Richard K. McGowan. Vina Vargavi Larabandi. Josio Fontaine Rodas. Laura Madeline Rusk. Chamara Iranka Sandaradura. Zi Weng Wang. Receiving the Master of Healthcare Administration degree, concentration in Healthcare Administration, headed by Dr. Paulette Melanson, Coordinator. Lewis C. Basquet, Jr. Catherine Francis Carruthers. Firas Faisal Inani. Henry Izianido. Lisa Moreira Fitzgerald. Claudine Jane Gill. Sophia Jerome. Nada Ali Krayem. Padmaja Marthi. Tammy Lee Roach. Mega Shah. Faideen Venice Small Jones. Thomas Bradford Smith. Receiving the Master of Human Resources degree, concentration in Human Resource Management, headed by Dr. Robert Awkward, Coordinator. Colleen Mary Flaherty. Melissa Diane Gibbons. Elizabeth A. Giljagano. Jennifer M. Warnick. From the College of Education, receiving the Master of Education degree, concentration in Arts, hooded by Professor Brian Bishop, Coordinator. Maria Henry Kay. Receiving the Master of Education degree, concentration in Curriculum and Instructional Technology, Brian Bishop, hooded by Brian Bishop, Coordinator. Linda Jane Chelton. Alexander Craig Norton. Roy Omar Rodriguez. Jessica Lee Simpson. Barbara B. Watton. Receiving the Master of Education degree, concentration in Early Childhood Education, hooded by Dr. Kelly Kalodny, Coordinator. Stephanie Ellis Humpkins. Okay. You need a chair? Danielle Elizabeth Miller. Receiving the Master of Education degree, concentration in Educational Technology, hooded by Dr. Kelly Kalodny, Shelley Ann Cook. Catherine Ann Gilder. Renee J. Tetrold. Receiving the Master of Education degree, concentration in Elementary Education, hooded by Dr. Kelly Kalodny, Justine Elizabeth Gordon. Tasha Nicole Peterson. Susan Louise Reed. Receiving the Master of Education degree, concentration in International Teaching, hooded by Dr. Robert Freyermuth, Coordinator. From our site in Trinidad, Port of Spain, Sarah Sue Galbio. From our site in China, Xiamen City, Jiang Jing. Also from our site in China, Xiamen City, Xian Wang. Receiving the Master of Education degree, concentration in literacy and language, hooded by Dr. Diane Liu, coordinator. Leah Eileen Elvey. Lauren Nicole Kristen Buva. Christopher Mark Gazilio. Marie Nicole Huff. Jocelyn Elizabeth Kelly. Christina John Mamunis. Tracy Lynn Walner. Emery Martin Word. Receiving the Master of Education degree, concentration in mathematics, hooded by Dr. Julie Lewandowski, coordinator. Edward Ronald Caffew. Megan Teresa Dwyer. Receiving the Master of Education degree, concentration in nutrition education, specialization in nutrition education specialist, hooded by Professor Janet Schwartz, coordinator. Caitlin Marie Bourgeois. Sarah Ann Coughlin. Febby Kayan. Not on her face. Stephanie Joy Hunter. Katerina Maria Molo. Catherine Ann Morin. Kia Patel. Stephanie Zafiropoulos. Receiving the Master of Education degree, concentration in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, headed by Dr. Lawrence McKenna, Coordinator. Lauren Marie Grella. Jacqueline Grace Lawson. Janet Cornwell Robbins. Receiving the Master of Education degree, concentration in Special Education, headed by Dr. Roseanne Majoy, Coordinator. Thank you. Kendall Ann Barnett. Christina Marie Cardone. Danielle Taylor Glennon. Evan Mowery. Taline Maral Orlando. Sydney Gabrielle Perry. Receiving the Master of Education degree, concentration in teaching English as a second language, headed by Dr. Mary Ann Stadler, Chester, Coordinator. Catherine Ann Carew. From our site in Seoul, South Korea, Elizabeth Mary Hensby. No. Thank you, Mark Power. Are you? Is she? She's from Korea. She did her degree here. Okay. Young, no. But we're going to give you a master's degree, yes. From the College of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, receiving the Master of Science degree, concentration in food and nutrition with specialization in Coordinated Program in Dietetics, headed by Dr. Suzanne Newpower, Coordinator. Erin Anseth. Katie Allison Badger. Jesse Gray Busa. Andrea Kaplan. Johanna C. Cohen. Lauren Rose Desmond. Carrie Laurie Dvorak. Jamie Lee Martin Levis. Rebecca Emily Rand. Alexandra Cecilia Sanchez. Kathleen Rose Sullivan. Receiving the Master of Science degree, concentration in food and nutrition, with the specialization in food science and nutrition science, headed by Dr. Sarah Belkenton, Coordinator. Irit Zurihan. Receiving the Master of Science degree, concentration in food and nutrition with the specialization in nutrition science, headed by Dr. Suzanne Newpower, Coordinator. Lisa Marie Lombardini. Vanessa R. Ralston. Nina Getana Ruka. Receiving the Master of Science in Nursing degree, concentration in nursing education, headed by Dr. Cynthia Bechtel, Coordinator, and Dr. Susan Milani, Department Chair. Susan Francine Allen. Allison Mary Conlon. Kendra Elizabeth Conley. Diane Marie Croshaw. Cynthia Senra dos Santos Mesquita. Caroline Ann Ferzuco. Kay Lordy Gillen. Lisa Marie Gillis. Kathleen Marie Hart. Kathy A. Johnson. Nancy Joyce Kelly. Joanna Carol Krawicki. Caroline Alice Laverty. Catherine Melo Machado. Kathleen F. Marchetti. Susan Ann Murphy. Michelle Renee Pinto. Is this the nurse's tradition? Yes. All right. Angela Linsky Sesson. Laureen Marie Wagner. Lee Suzanne Weingarten. Nancy Frances Zetch. receiving the Master of Science in Nursing degree, concentration in nursing leadership, headed by Dr. Cynthia Bechtel, coordinator, and Dr. Suzanne Melanie, department chair. Bridget Jane Barkowitz. Jane E. Cron. Brian Paul Sayer. Not in your bed. Thought you were going to give him a shot. Joseph Anthony Karboski. Rose Dorfman LaPlante. Pamela Alice Lee. Carissa Angela Lazarettes. Molly Jane Little. Brian D. McDonald. Wendy Gail Mon. Adriana Ranali. Peter M. Rosso. Julianne Moore Ryle. Denise B. Swesler. Christina Ann Squarey. Receiving the Professional Science Master's degree, concentration in biotechnology, with the specialization in quality assurance, headed by Dr. Sani Tam, coordinator. I would like to mention that this is one of our new programs, and this is the first graduating class. Priscilla Marie DeVito. Eva Gramajo. Hassan Haidar. Deepika Vibakonti. From the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, receiving the Master of Arts degree, concentration in counseling psychology, headed by Dr. Robert Donahue, advisor. Marisa Jane Burns. Kayla Danielle Christensen. Catherine Marie Cipriano. Danielle Deborah Garcia. Jeffrey Patrick Gardner. Kylie Elizabeth Green. Ryan James Hebert. Ian H. Howlett. Nathaniel David Jocelyn. Ashley Jean Klemenakis. William Artem Levitsky. Kelly Marie O'Gara. Anthony John Rogario. Cindy Sremagor. Charles Russell Smith. Michael David Spencer. Receiving the Master of Public Administration degree, concentration in public administration, headed by Dr. David Stendard, coordinator. Eileen Marie Caffrey. Seth Allen Crandall. Terrence Douglas Gibson. Elia Jansi. Leslie Mary Hayes. Melissa L. Martel. Ludmila V. Mignosa. William Gillis Nasser. Brandon Travis Belcher. Kerry Carnes Salwa. I have one last request from the graduates before I congratulate you. Would you please fill out the exit survey? Your opinion is very important to us. Congratulations.
Congratulations. I'd now like to introduce Jeff Ritter, a member of the graduate class of 2013 and the president of the Framingham State University Alumni Association.
Thank you very much. This commencement is particularly special to me because I am also a graduate student from Framingham State University. So once again, congratulations. On behalf of the president, as president of the Framingham State University Association, it is my pleasure to welcome you as our newest members. We hope that you stay engaged at Framingham State University through alumni activities and take advantage of all alumni benefits available to you. I have met some wonderful people during my tenure as president of the Alumni Association. Please take advantage of all these connections, but most of all, we hope that you return to campus and proudly represent your class, your major, and your institution. Congratulations.
Graduates, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, as these graduates were walking by, we could hear some isolated fan clubs celebrating them. I think that I want to ask all of those fan clubs to come together in a global celebration, the class of 2018 Master's Class of Framingham State University. You should all feel very proud of what you have accomplished and also of what you are about to achieve as you move forward in your professional and personal journeys. It has truly been an honor for me to share the day with you. The commencement ceremony now will close as we stand and join together in singing Live to the Truth, led by Inessa Burnell. The lyrics can be found on the back of your program. So please rise and join in singing.
Dear Framingham, thy children round thee gather, our vows of love to thee we pledge anew. Unfailing fount of hope and joy forever, we shall proclaim our homage to you. Unfailing fount of hope and joy forever, we shall proclaim our homage to you. Through countless years, to all a fostering mother, thy bounteous blessings poured on age and youth, a suppliant pray till time or change shall sever. We'll ever believe to the truth. A suppliant pray till time or change shall sever. We'll ever believe to the truth.
Thank you, Inessa. And thank you to everyone who joined us today to celebrate our amazing graduates. Please remain, be seated, and then remain seated until the platform party, faculty, and graduates exit the tent. Thank you, and congratulations to you all.